Ooh. Give me a little second. How's it going, man? Good to see you.
It's going good, man. It's good to be here live and in person.
For real, bro. For real. So Nerd Nexus V2. I'm pretty excited, bro.
Me too, man. We tried doing it on Discord, brother, and it just didn't.
Like, I felt
work.
like I couldn't talk to you for real because, like, genuinely, I felt like just looking through the screen, I felt like I needed to wait my turn more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I didn't help with the formats, making it more formal. But
Right.
I felt like I don't want to talk over you. Heaven forbid, this fucks up the audio, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, look, I'm gonna let you get your thought. I'll get my thought, and that'll be what it is. But now we can just yap.
Yeah. Now we can just talk. This is what we've been talking about. We've been talking about doing a podcast for years.
Even before like podcasts were a thing, we would like remember it was me, you, and Danny, and we would just record our conversations.
Yeah.
You remember that?
We'd sit in my mother's garage.
Yeah, and just yap. It was the shit, bro. I wonder if homie has any of those. Danny, if you got any of those, you got to hit me up, bro. Just let us know.
Absolutely.
But welcome to the Nerd Nexus podcast. This is V2, the relaunch. This is episode 9, right?
This is 7.
No shot.
I can look.
Ah, there we go.
Do.
It's crazy. We have like a whole YouTube and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we was doing the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. We wasn't in the flow like we are now.
We got 24 subscribers currently.
Let's see if we can get those numbers up.
We are on.
We know you guys have more than 24 family
This is
members.
8. No, this is 9.
9?
You
Hey,
were right.
Hey, chat. Occasionally I'll remember.
We
Occasionally.
skipped episode 2.
No shot. No, 2 got taken down.
That's wild. I
Do
didn't
you
know that.
remember? You were talking to me about it, and basically what happened is it was between like 5 and 6, and you were like, I don't know what happened, but 2 isn't anymore. 2 is no more. I was like, what happened?
Well, whatever. YouTube and their rules. Well, so back. You want to talk about Saturday Night Main Event?
Man, I want to say this is the first time that I've ever seen a sharp decline in I really like Saturday Night's Main Event 1, and this second one was like not it for me.
No, dude, the matches were bad, and I'm a tough sell, okay, but the matches were bad. The best match of the night, it was to me Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax.
Chat, that is huge because let me tell you, homie hates Nia Jax. He said the first compliment of Nia Jax I've ever heard him say. He said, "This is the least worst I've ever seen her," and to me, I was like, "Wow, he loves Nia Jax."
No.
How did she not tear a quad doing that powerbomb?
I have no idea. That was a crazy,
Rhea Ripley
like
is insane.
the amount of power that it takes to flip a human being.
What if
of
Nia
her stature.
Jax is actually talented, but at only going up for moves?
What do you mean?
So going up is they'll do a jump, but it's subtle. So it's it's not you having to lift the person. They kind of spring a little bit so you really have the momentum. So it's called going up. It's like you make yourself lighter, so right at the moment where you launch, you kind of push up. I wonder if she's just good at that. I doubt it. Most
I don't
big people
see-
aren't. So you didn't know about going up?
I mean, I knew that they did that. I just didn't know that. Was
Dude, let me tell you the funniest going up story real fast. Side tangent. So it's Jim Cornette, OVW. This is class 2. So Cena, Orton, all them have already gone through, and they're moving on to bigger and better things. He's taking on this little no-name, Bobby Lashley, but he's cut and he is strong, bro. Bobby Lashley had been doing wrestling, MMA, professional wrestling for a few years. He wasn't unfamiliar. He actually had some practice. Jim Cornette was trying to show him how to properly do an F5 takeover, where you grab somebody in active wrestling and put them up, right? And he was trying to explain it to the other person, and Bobby, and they kept fucking it up. So Jim's like, okay, Bobby, you are fucking this up. and I think it's because of this guy isn't in the right position. So I'm going to do it. Bobby Lashley never once in his career had ever had anybody go up for him, and he fucking hurls Jim Cornette like 10 feet in the air because he is used to having to like manhandle people. He is used to having to move you where you want to be moved, and Jim went up for him, and so he fucking pizzas him. And fucking homie breaks his rib cage. Like, Jim Cornette gets fucked up over this. And no, they're still like this, bro. They're tight. And I just think that's one of the funniest stories because, like, he's like, wait, you've never had someone go up for you? And he's like, what does that mean? He's like, all of those power bombs, you've just been picking people up and putting them down? And he's like, yes.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
And I just think it's one of the best stories ever, man. It's so good.
Bobby Lashley's a monster.
Oh my God.
He came in as a monster.
Do you remember when he had the Bellator championship and the TNA championship? Talk about a dominance. That's crazy.
What I would like to see, I don't even know if they would be in the same weight class, is an MMA fight between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar.
We can't get Brock anymore, man.
Yeah, I know, but who do you think would win?
Brock.
You think?
Absolutely. I love Bobby Lashley. He is such a good dude. Brock Lesnar, look, God had to like go, hey, but I don't know, man. You have like a new organ on the front of your sternum, like a new, brand new disease for you, so you can stop killing people in the ring, please. That's the only way I view it, because if you actually watch his fights, because I did, because there's not many, he stopped. But, like, if you actually watch his fights and compare it to, like, other things, like, I'm no expert, okay? I'm not going to say I watch a lot of UFC, but a lot of the UFC is kind of like, okay, I go, you go, and it's like a surge of war, right? It's like a dance almost. Not with fucking Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar finds you, you are in the ring, you are on the ground. You are dead, you are getting the fuck beat out of you, and that's the end of the fight. It only went to round 2 twice. Like, that's what
he never fought anybody his size.
Not true. Didn't he fight Kimbo?
No.
No, Kimbo was way later then. Guys, oh fuck. No, Kimbo Slice was way later.
Rip Kimbo.
Dude, R.I.P. Kimbo, bro. Kimbo Slice, another all-time. See, guys, I'm so bad at UFC. But no, man, another person. Hey man, let's talk about Phil Brooks real quick, huh?
CM Punk said, "Oh,
yeah,
I can make it in the UFC. I'm limber."
Limberly
got his ass handed to him.
Here's what I'll say, man. You can't respect the grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, homie, try.
I guess.
Can I tell you, I was the biggest like fan of this. So at the time, they were in different leagues or whatever, but they were both like indie. They hadn't quite made it.
Ooh.
I'm getting there. But it was CM Punk and, Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank was the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. And they were doing UFC at the same time. And Jason David Frank was like, hey man, let's fucking do something. You're CM Punk. I'm a fucking Power Ranger. We can do something. And it doesn't have to be for money. We can donate to charity. You can even have my payout. I just want to fight you. And I think that would be cool. I remember I was like, oh shit. Jason David Frank's about to beat the fuck out of CM Punk. I remember I was like, I love Punk. I was like, Jason David Frank's about to like, I don't know, fuck his face up. I was like, why would someone like, this is in the public ether internet posting. He's like, you can have my money. I just want to fight you. I was like, what? Homie's gonna knock him sideways. R.I.P. Jason David Frank, hold up.
Isn't that the like White Ranger curse?
Yeah, with the ponytail. Yeah.
Yeah, but the curse of whoever's the White Ranger or something.
Is it?
Is it the White Ranger? I know there's like a conspiracy theory out there.
No, it's the 6th Ranger. So there's like a team of the Rangers that are like the main team, and then the extra Ranger. Those typically go crazy. Like the one from Jungle Force, like turned a katana on his family or something like crazy. Yeah, no, it's crazy. But no, Jason David Frank, unfortunately, he lost the battle, man. He, did you not know? He took his own life.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, he unfortunately just,
He took that L to CM Punk and then...
No, they didn't fight. They didn't fight, bro. I was rooting for it. But R.I.P. Jason David Frank, man. But, I How do we get here, bro?
I don't know. So, what was the next match after Nia Jax?
Oh, Nia Jax. Yeah, that's where we went.
I guess I need to look up the Saturday Night
that-
Main Event card, huh?
That was the signing next, right?
I don't think
Yo,
so.
Jesse the Body Ventura is so funny because he's talking about like all of these old things that like used to matter. Like he's talking about the ref couldn't see the ref couldn't see the shoulders, he couldn't see the rope, and I'm like, that's so funny. That used to actually be the case back in the day.
Okay, CBS
Lol.
won't give me all of it. All right.
We already decided, by the way, guys, we're gonna have a position called the guest Googler, where somebody can come in, as a special guest, and we can just be like, "Hey, Google this for us," and they can. I think it'll be fun.
I think it'll be fun too.
Yeah.
So we had, let's see, maybe it'll give me a match card. There it is. So we had, the matches are not in order.
Great.
Nice. Okay.
Let's just talk about them. It doesn't have to be in order.
There was only 3 matches?
Yeah, it's a short show.
Oh, there was only 3 matches. Okay. So then it went Rhea Ripley and then the signing.
The signing.
Which the signing was crazy. We had Shawn Michaels out there mediating.
Bro, what you got me, bro. I wish you didn't say it because when you said it, I saw it and I couldn't unsee it the whole time. He was like, "Yo, Shawn Michaels is bow-legged because he's been riding horses."
He has to be, bro.
Bro,
That
homie
or-
literally looks like an oval.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he did that. But I was like, oh my God. I almost felt bad. I was like, is he hurt?
No.
Like, walking in the ring, is he okay?
Cody Rhodes, I don't know. Cody Rhodes got in Kevin Owens' ass. He was just Kevin Owens went to talking shit to everybody.
I went into this saying, I was like, Devin, I haven't really liked Kevin Owens in this because he just felt like a whiny baby. And then he like low-key started spitting bars for the first time. And they got told to shut up. I was just kind of like, huh, strange. I was like, you kind of started making sense and everybody went, no, that's enough. And I was like, okay, all right, Kev, we'll see.
Was this about to be another pipe bomb? Is that what was happening?
Dude,
That's what it felt like.
Dude, facts, bro. I will say, homie has the best shirts. Kevin Owens has the best shirts. The like
his physique, it's so much
it's
similar
so
to mine.
It's
I
good
think he
billboard.
looks perfect.
Yeah, so funny. But when I called you Kevin Owens in like 2020, you would like
That's because
go
we
to
don't
blows.
look alike. It's the physique. We both are in.
Take your hat off and look at camera. Yeah, nothing like Kevin Owens, right, guys?
So we had that match.
Bro, we got the Sweet Chin music. That was cool.
I forgot.
He didn't tune up the band, and I think that was the biggest missed opportunity of the night. If he tuned up the band, the crowd would have been into it.
So Kevin Owens swung at Cody Rhodes, and Shawn Michaels was like, "Get the fuck out of my face!"
Right.
Is what happened, and all of a sudden, he tried to push. I think he hit.
He hit Shawn.
He hit Shawn.
He pushed. He kind of like shoved Shawn down. It fucked his hat up. Did you see that? His hat's like broken. The straw is fucked up now. I was like, oh my God.
But yeah, we got a Sweet Chin music in 2025 from a 2-time. Let me repeat that: 2-time Hall of Famer. So
we were talking about it, and I was like, he could be 3-time if they put the Rockers in, but we don't think they're going to put the Rockers in because they don't want to put Jannetty in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they would do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Jannetty's a
case.
Strange bird.
Yeah, Jannetty's got some things going on. I can't even get into it, but like I was like, oh yeah, I follow him on. I looked up the Facebook, and that's all I gotta say. If you follow him on Facebook, bro, it's some crazy shit, bro. It is some crazy shit. And then we went to, from there we went to.
Was the Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu match?
Yes, that is crazy.
That was crazy. He grabbed the little blue man and said, "No."
That's so funny.
And then when the guy rang the bell, he looked confused as if to like.
He was literally
like, "What happened?"
He's like, "Wait a second." He's like, "Hold up." I thought I am coming here to be mean to people in this square, the ring, and you're telling me this guy started being mean to me, so I'm mean to him, and suddenly I'm the bad guy? No, Jacob Fatu having no brain cells is the best part of his character.
Absolutely.
Like, he's literally, like, the best part of, like, the originals, like, crazy Samoans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That gimmick. And he's like, dude, he's slobbering on himself, like, drooling, like, crazy, leaking out his fucking mouth. He's fucking crazy, man. I'm so glad he's here. How many years have I been telling you they need to get Jacob Fatu? Years I've been telling you. Jacob Fatu is like, oh man, I'm so excited.
He reminds me, honestly, reminds me of Umaga more than fucking Solo Sikoa.
Dude, I was thinking that. I was like,
Umaga was just fucking,
he's
hell
big.
On wheels.
He was big, but he could move.
Yeah.
And that's what Fatu can do. Like, I know today was an exercise in Strowman putting Fatu over. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm gonna give Strowman the work here. You know what I'm saying? He put it in today. But like, wow. He looks like $100.
And I'm still trying to figure out where he started bleeding from. Cause
I think he gigged in the nose and he caught his nose ring.
He has a nose ring?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
So that's what I think. I think he was trying to gig in the nose to try to be like, oh, blood in the nose. One, by the way, if you're going to gig in your nose, do not gig deep. Because you're going to spring a leak.
Yeah.
So. Oh, man.
The Braun Breaker Sheamus match, I think, was next.
That was what. Hold tight.
That might have been a better
match. I will
than
say
the first one.
Real quick. I want to kind of put Triple H over here. They're getting better at when they gig. Like, dude, am I crazy? But like in the early 2010s, like late 2000s, how could it was on camera? Like they couldn't cut away for some fucking reason.
What do you mean by gig? You mean when they
razor?
bleed?
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
they blade.
Blading is they're not allowed to do that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
They're
so
not
like
gigging
there's a thing. So, look this up. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well, you're the Googler. I know there was a ban on it. I thought it got repealed.
There still is. No.
Oh. Wait, so did he just cut him up open hard way?
So, I'm getting there. So, basically, there's one point where Lesnar, this was when it became a problem. Lesnar and Randy Orton. And
he wouldn't spring.
Yeah, Randy Orton wouldn't start bleeding. And it ended up Brock Lesnar got on top of him and just fucking elbowed him and elbowed him until he bled. And then Randy Orton was concussed a lot.
As you do.
And was out for injury for
that was a while.
A long time.
Bro, hey, look, turns out the voices can stop. We found the stop button.
Yeah.
We found the voices.
It took quite a lot.
Yeah. That is crazy, bro.
So they're not supposed to blade anymore. And
okay.
As far as I know, they're not supposed to bleed on camera.
I thought
anymore.
They weren't supposed to blade, and then that event caused them to have to start blading again.
No.
Okay.
No, they're just not supposed to bleed on camera. Period.
Oh, right. Then,
as far as I know.
The thing is to me, I thought when they went over to the announcer's corner, that's when homie was gigging.
Maybe. So I think let me take back my earlier statement. It's not that they're not allowed to bleed, but it's that in the 2000 between 2005
it was bad.
And 2012, it was every match.
Not only that, but that's what I was
bleeding.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. But it's I felt like I was like, how are we this bad that it is constantly seen? The fact that we are debating if they even did it is the right answer because it wasn't on camera.
Right.
Because the camera was off. And that's what I'm saying. Even if it isn't a gig, cool. If it is, also cool. You're doing the right thing.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, is that it really helped my immersion. Yeah, no, Sheamus, guys, we got to get Sheamus the Grand Slam, bro.
Yeah, Sheamus fought pretty good. I'll give him that.
We were scared that Kaiser was going to come in and fuck up the match for him.
I'll be honest, I don't even know who that is.
Oh, the little skinny guy that used to run with Gunther.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one with the weird mustache.
Yeah, he's in with He's in the IC picture.
Oh.
Yo, did that spear Braun did, where Sheamus was jumping off of the steel steps, and Braun just put him on the ground? That was insane.
Right.
What was what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so I don't quite understand why certain people don't qualify and certain people do, but right now there's only like one Grand Slam in WWE, and that's The Miz, and for TNA, it's AJ Styles, but I think AJ's done too, so you can't even say AJ. AJ got it. Did Bubba? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Bubba had fucking every belt. I know Kurt Angle did. In TNA.
Oh, I know he did.
We were talking about it, chat. What if they make all of the TNA championships, like, what if they canonize it? You know what I'm saying? Like, when they bought WCW, those world championships now mean something to WWE. And when they bought ECW, those now mean something. That's why the Dudley Boys are, like, so high up in decoration, because they got the ECW. They switch the belts every 3 days or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was telling him that, like, if TNA gets canonized, no one is touching the Dudley Boys record.
No, absolutely not.
The Hardys are, like, if you didn't know, one official WWE tag team away from tying. So if they get it one more time, they tie the record. But if they, like, bring the TNA championships into canon, it's like, I don't think it's going to get close, you know, because the Dudley Boys were, like, on top. Bubba used to, like, practically book the thing.
Yeah.
So. But you really want to see Sheamus get the Grand Slam too?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I think he's deserved it, man.
Sheamus has been out here working his ass off for 10
does that not
years.
charge you?
No. He'll be all right.
Cool.
We'll get there.
Cool.
But
I think that's his last thing. I think that's what they finally give it to him when he retires. I was talking to Devin. He didn't know this, but, like, when Sheamus came back this time, he was, like, off season, and he came back early as a favor to Triple H, and by doing so, he still, like, was fat. And he didn't realize that was because, like, Sheamus came back early.
that's how we got burger after burger after burger after burger.
Bro, dude, what is Drew's thing right now?
Dumb.
I agree. Like, no wonder they don't put him on shows and shit. Like,
I don't like Drew McIntyre.
Like,
Which,
I
mean,
liked
guess that
Drew
means he's doing his
McIntyre.
job, but
Yeah, I liked him when he had, like, a thing. Like, when he was going and had a goal. But now I feel like he's just, like, causing problems and trolling.
yeah,
It's like, I'm like, bro, I hate to be that guy. I'm a Zack Ryder fan.
to me,
You're acting like Zack Ryder.
They took Drew McIntyre and turned him into the Hurricane.
Fuck, bro, that's awful, bro. Bro, but man, that's now Royal Rumble's right around the corner. I'm just gonna say this: if Hurricane Helms is in the Rumble, bro,
Could be.
you know what I'm saying? Stand back, bro. That's all I know. What was the next match?
I think the next match was
That was Jey Uso.
Jey Uso and Gunther.
Gunther.
I wanted Jey Uso to win. I'm not gonna lie. Bad
They
opinion,
had
but-
me feeling like they were gonna switch it. Like, I was literally like, "Oh fuck, is he gonna win?" I was like locked in. I really thought Gunther was going to drop the belt.
I was hoping he was going to, but
No, it didn't happen. I mean, I don't know. Like, Gunther's such a fact. Is the cord okay? Is it just
Yeah, no, we're good.
keep catching it? Cool. No, Gunther's such a, I don't know where they take him from here type. He's like, I don't know where you go. If you take the belt off of him, he can really go anywhere. I genuinely like Gunther. I know you said you don't like him.
so I don't like the reason. So bad opinion. I don't like wrestling now today.
What?
And the reason why is because everything seems so. Everything to me used to run so smoothly.
Sure.
Maybe it's because I was younger and I didn't pay any attention.
Oh,
I didn't
maybe.
pay close attention to it. But to now, it's to me it seems so much more. Okay, I'm gonna take you. We're gonna do a suplex, and then I'm gonna reverse it into a DDT, and then
Yes.
you're gonna roll over to the corner, and then I'm gonna come up, and then
You're
I'm
right.
gonna and then I'm gonna super kick you, and they're like, boom, 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 and it's so orderly that it almost looks
That's what blows my mind.
staged as opposed
it
to.
is. Yeah.
I know,
but no, I get you. Like, to say this, like, I agree. Like, ruthless aggression, early PG era. The stories being told in the ring were more interesting.
Yes.
And I don't know how they did that. I will tell you, Devin, if you are looking, like, the reason why they called him the ring general is because, like, he would just take charge in the ring and tell a good story. Some of those, like, early Gunther, like, when Gunther was called Walter, those were some of the best, like, in the ring stories, really, that I've seen in years. So it's like, to me, I understand, like, so you've only seen Gunther as Gunther.
Yeah, I don't watch NXT.
So that's valid. So I understand that, like, without that context, you probably think this guy's just a hulking Baloo that's just, throwing people and speaking in an Austrian accent.
Yeah.
But, like, nah, man, he really is good. There's a reason why he changed the NXT mold. He was the person that said, no, you aren't going to fuck up the NXT transition because I'm the guy. And that's what it was.
Well,
I might be a dick rider, though. Maybe
you
a little
definitely
bit.
are.
Maybe a little bit. So you really, like, where do they take Jey Uso if they give him the belt, bro?
If they... That's a good question. So I think, personally, it'd be a crazy way to do it, but Roman Reigns just got head of the table.
You're right.
If they give Uso the belt...
Mm-hmm. That's the wrong belt, though.
It doesn't matter.
You don't think?
I don't think so.
At this point, Roman said it matters, so...
Did he?
Yeah, he said he wants his belt back.
Okay, well, I was going to say, they could have him go and take the belt, and that would raise the belt's meaning.
Yeah.
Because, call me crazy, maybe I'm just under a rock, but, like, I forgot until they announced that Gunther and Jey Uso were fighting for the title, that Gunther even had the title.
Wow. Yeah, fair. No, that's valid. I mean, like, I don't... Say what you will. Say what you will about Seth Rollins. You knew when he was champion. You fucking knew.
That's what I'm saying.
You heard.
That title went, down here, and then Seth Rollins got it. He raised the bar, and everybody wanted it, and then all of a sudden, it just, to me, it did back down.
Like the fact that we were having a genuine discussion in the middle of Cody Roman 2. Like, fuck, is he going for Seth? Like, that was in the cards.
Right.
Because of how good he did that belt. I understand. But, like, oh, man, Devin, the IC run Gunther had was so crazy. And it's like, he's gone to this other belt, and it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Not that he's bad, but it's like, I don't know, you took his boys away. So he's a little less interesting because it's not a gang. You know what I'm saying? You took, I hate to be that guy, but, like, it was exciting because the IC was exciting, and that's exciting because that's new. Right. But it's like, I don't know. Screw this. We're going to swerve hard. I hate it the way this new belt looks.
I was just thinking that.
I hate this belt. It looks like a big-ass belly button when they're wearing it because it's got a black circle right here.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
The World Heavyweight?
Yeah. Dude, like, the big gold belt is the most beautiful belt in wrestling. I love the WCW World Title.
Yes.
That
the
thing
original
is
World Heavyweight title.
Like the big ass one. When you look it up, and Sting had it, and before they started shrinking it because WWE bought it and they needed it to be like on the size. Like, this is the belt that fucking, Dusty Rhodes designed to fit on him. You know what I'm saying? That's how big this fucking belt was. I love that fucking belt, and they put their logo all over it. I can't believe it, bro.
Yeah, I don't like this one. I also don't like the new IC title.
Really? Yeah. You don't like the white strap?
I don't think that's the WWE.
Oh,
I don't think that's the new IC title.
What does that new IC title look like? It's blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It looks
Yeah, no, it's fine.
The white one was better. This one was
The
better.
white one was better. You're right. No, that they, you know who had that belt first? Sami Zayn.
Yeah, well,
You like Zayn, or do you not like Zayn?
he's okay.
You like Kevin Owens over Zayn, right?
Yes.
I like Zayn because he's the only motherfucker whose entrance is ska, and that's awesome.
I don't know what that means.
Ska is like that trumpety music. His entrance is,
Oh.
you know, so.
Well,
Man, you know it's bad when like the signing was the best part of the night. I don't know about
I know it.
I don't know if Saturday night's main event had so much momentum. Dude, I remember I was treating it like a pay-per-view. I was like, come over.
Absolutely.
And I was like, dude, we got to see this. They got Jesse the Body Ventura. They're bringing the Winged Eagle belt. I don't think this was the right move.
No. I think they needed to stick with Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And leave Saturday night main event as
Check in. There's a reason it failed.
Yeah.
Type shit. I don't know. But I also think the Kevin Owens storyline is really...
To me, it's out of left field.
I was going to say, this kind of happened out of nowhere, and it is making me, like, think Kevin Owens is a child. Like,
Yeah.
He's acting too childish, and it's like, how cool it would be if, like, the Winged Eagle belt was like a Saturday night's main event only belt. I would watch, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for now, all the belts are the 80s belts. Like,
just on Saturday night.
Or like the 90s belts, yeah.
That would be interesting.
That would be so tight. Like, we get the big gold belt. We get the Winged Eagle belt. We get, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get, like, original Globe IC. We get fucking Stars and Bars, US.
They should have never changed that belt.
Oh, my God. You know what is an underrated US belt? The Cena one. With the spinner. The original.
Yeah,
I like it. I like
did.
it. I know a lot of people
He
did.
just likes spinny things.
Valid, bro. That's correct.
John Cena used to be, in my opinion, he was just big, dumb, and liked to control people.
Ruthless aggression.
He's just like, woo, spinny, shiny.
Yeah. No.
Speaking of John Cena, this is a great segue.
Yeah, sure.
So, when was it? The Raw Netflix debut. John Cena came out and said, hey, I'm back.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Last time is now, right?
Right. So, what do you think about him coming back now?
Sure.
And do you... what is your speculation on the run? Who do you think his first feud will be with? And do you think they put the title on him? And now we can go through each one of those questions.
Sure. All right, I want to start here. I think the best person for John Cena to feud with is himself. And I don't mean like the clone story or it's him talking to a, Jumbotron of him. But I literally mean like a struggle of John Cena trying to like get there again. I am rusty. Hollywood did make me soft. I might not have this anymore. And like, he goes into the Rumble and he flubs it. Not like completely, but like he's just short or he doesn't have it. And it's this story of him really fighting for that last belt that I think would be good. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but that's what I would do if I had the pin.
Do you think that they put a title on him?
Yes, I'm convinced as of last night. Shout out, Merrick, but like, yeah, no, he is WWE Superman right now. More people, when you think of WWE, think of him than anyone else. He is the brand icon. He has proven that he is not problematic. He has proven he is going to be successful elsewhere and still bring good eyes in. You absolutely give him the record. Because you know who's not doing that right now? Ric Flair.
I don't know. Ric Flair, your time has passed, buddy. I don't...
He really, I'm sorry, I'm going to blast you out here, bro. We were talking about retro Ric Flair, and he was like, I don't think he was all that.
I don't. I really don't. Like, man, he was good. Don't get me wrong.
He had the best promo in the game, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was bad. That's what
Sure.
don't hear what I'm not saying.
Fair.
Ric Flair was fucking amazing.
Right.
However,
He stuck around.
he stuck around for too long. I don't think he's the best in the game. I don't think he's the best of all time.
No.
I think
He inspired the best of all time, if I can just say that. The people that look up to Ric Flair are some of the best, in my opinion. Like, I'm talking Taker. I'm talking Edge. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? The people that, like, grew up watching Ric Flair are the people that I think are the greatest of all time. And I know that is maybe controversial. Okay, maybe not Bret Hart. Bret Hart's, like,
yeah.
you know, Bret Hart's a little old. He's still like the excellence of execution for me. Like, as far as like doing the moves, doing them right, and making them look good, it's him or 2010's Jericho. Early
When he
tens,
made the comeback?
early tens.
When he came back?
Yes, yeah, early tens,
You gotta throw that in there.
early tens.
Can we talk about that for a second? Chris Jericho needs to retire.
Oh, homie needs to go to bed. Homie
he
needs
just needs to stop.
like Tony Khan keeps going. Yeah, you can have a cruise. Please leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely go on tour. Please leave. But yeah, no, they definitely put the belt on Cena. Sorry to get back to the
Absolutely. I
they
think
put the belt on him.
At least, even if it's
Dude, what if it's the heavyweight?
even if it's a Damian Priest situation
What? What do you mean by this?
where he gets it and holds it for 2 weeks. Even if he's
No.
what do they call it?
Like a part-time
What the
transition champion.
transition champion.
Yeah. No, I said this in the Discord. Nerdvana Discord drop, by the way. But I was like, dude, what if he gets it right at the end of his year? And he's like, okay, guys, I'll stay a little extra because I love you so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I think would be cool because John Cena loves us and he's the best. But I'm not going to force that on him and I'm not going to expect that of him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he says it's the last year, I'm going to take him at his word. And if I'm surprised, great. You know?
I agree.
But
I
really hope they keep him away from Cody.
do.
Because I love Cody. I'm a Cody guy. My name is Cody.
It's Cody and Roman again?
Yes, it has to be. Cody Roman 3.
Do you think
Chat.
Roman still has Heyman?
Yes, of course. Or Punk does some bullshit to get him for a little bit. But, like, no, man. I don't know. Guys. The Roman said he's entering the Rumble. He's posting pictures of the Golden Glove. Man won the biggest Royal Rumble or whatever, right? The greatest Royal Rumble? No, that was Braun Strowman was the greatest Royal Rumble. Which one was the one where they all tried to screw him?
I don't know.
Yeah, with the Authority or whatever.
I don't remember.
Yeah, either way. He's got the tenure. I don't know. I think I'm crazy. And I floated this one to Devin. But I was like, okay, Cody Rhodes loses the title to Kevin Owens in the early part of Royal Rumble, enters the Rumble, wins 3 in a row. I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be crazy.
That would be wild.
Was it you? I think it might have been Connor. But they think Big E Langston's going to be in the Rumble.
That was Connor.
That was Connor, but like that would be the Cena of all time because he is not medically cleared at all. You know, neither was Cena, but he came back for that Rumble in 05.
Since we mentioned Heyman, I had a question that I've wanted to ask you for a
Yeah.
very long time.
Okay.
Let's hypothetically think of a world where Heyman never got fired from WWE. Would things be different?
Whoa.
Would we see different people with different pushes and doing different things?
Heyman
now?
never left in the 2000s. One, I think Heyman does not have an opportunity to be as fat as he is. I believe he would be stressed and skin and bones. I just want to start there. Okay. I do not think he is living healthily and huskily as he currently is. One, I don't think Vince Russo is a living person in this scenario. I think he gets him. I think he just loses it and snaps. And I think Vince Russo is no more. Kaput. Somehow, some way, Vince Russo, his brake lines are cut or something. I don't know. There's no way those two could continue to work in that environment
Right.
and not kill each other. And my money's on Heyman.
Yeah.
let me just say that. So in a miraculous world where Vince Russo is poofed out of existence and he just gets the pin, man, when the ruthless aggression era was already cooking, in my opinion, and then you put the guy who was the attitude of the attitude era in charge, peace, buddy, peace.
You think?
I think we got a very good ruthless aggression era because of, oh man, I can't even remember his name right now. WCW guy.
Eric Bischoff?
Eric Bischoff was a really good authority figure during that period of time, and I don't think Heyman has it in him to keep him around if he has like power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think unfortunately we lose a lot when it comes to Eric Bischoff in that period of time. Like, dude, do you remember his face would appear on the logo, the Eric Bischoff little shit-eating grin? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was awesome. But who's different? Brock Lesnar is Roman Reigns 15 years earlier. He's going through everybody, not having to work as hard. He is where he is now earlier. He doesn't leave the company. Kurt doesn't leave. No, Kurt leaves. Kurt and Paul don't get along. So, I think...
Do you think we get John Cena as we see John Cena now?
No. You don't get John Cena as you see him now unless Stephanie McMahon has power. John Cena...
Stephanie was the one that saved Cena.
Correct. I know. So it's like, with that, well, to be fair, she did pitch to Heyman, and Heyman had power at the time. So technically he started... it's so convoluted, but like, I don't think so. I don't think Paul Heyman was the guy to book Cena. I think, unfortunately, Vince McMahon was the right guy for that Cena, and I think Cena had a lot of good mentors in like Arn Anderson and like backstage agents, and I don't think those people stick around if Heyman's in charge. I just don't think they do.
Do you think the company would have failed as ECW did? Do you think it would have went down more so than it did after the?
You know what? I didn't even think about this. Does Heyman have the checkbook? If Heyman has the money, we're fucked. That's what I'm gonna say. You don't put. I love Paul Heyman, but one pattern I can see, if he has the checkbook, the company doesn't make it. So. I don't know. This is all like, what ifs and everything, but here's what I will say. I bet the narratives week to week are better.
Oh, dude, Paul Heyman is the GOAT of telling stories.
Mm-hmm. He really deserves an Emmy, a daytime Emmy for like the bloodline shit was the best. It got you to tolerate Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how good we're talking about. But yeah, I don't know. It's so that is such a crazy question. I'm sorry, I can't even answer it. Like, I don't even feel like I can't even bite this. Like, it's so massive. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, everything's different, and I have no clue what that world looks like. You know what I'm saying? We don't get the Elimination Chamber without Bischoff, bro. Do you realize that?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Whew. But oh, man, what an influential man at the right times Paul Heyman is.
I agree. So we had a question in the Discord.
Oh,
I'll be honest, I don't know anything
we're gonna do this
about it.
Okay, solid.
It might be. I don't even know.
This is gonna be a left turn, guys.
It's way left.
It's gonna be wild, but I'm here for it. I think I can get you there.
So, well, here's what I'll say. If you can't, and you don't know enough about it, and I don't know enough about it, I say, I don't know how to say that name.
Cthulhu.
We'll just. 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 We'll just.
Yeah.
You guys tune in next week.
No, I can get it. I got it. I promise I got it.
Okay.
So go ahead and read me the full question because I want to actually do justice here.
So my post was basically, hey guys, we're bringing our podcast back out. It'll be put out here Sunday morning on the 26th, and Cthulhu in our Discord said how Saban failed Metal Hero to see
Tokusatsu. Okay,
Yeah.
so
See, thank you.
also it's Saban. So Saban. Oh man, I cannot remember.
Saban I know is Nick Saban. So
And he definitely failed the Metal Heroes. Look up Saban's first name. I can't remember it. I can never remember it. But Saban is the guy. So here's what happens, right? In Japan, Tokusatsu just kind of means, from what I remember,
Haim,
yeah,
Haim.
yep, that's it. So Tokusatsu in Japan just means special effects. So what this means is the thing that got asses in seats in Japan was the explosions. Okay? So like that's why in Power Rangers they'll hit like a dab and then like a building will blow up.
Okay.
Have you never watched Power Rangers? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh well, no. So they'll hit like a pose and then like behind them for no reason is like an explosion, like for no reason. They just like hit like a and it blows up, and that's kind of what brought people in and like the demolition of it. And that's what Tokusatsu was the appeal, like special effect shows. There are 3 pillars of Tokusatsu. Okay, Super Sentai, that's Power Rangers. It just is, but the original material.
Okay.
And then Metal Hero, that's the one he's talking about. Those are typically like people who get mechs and like their suits are advanced technology and stuff.
Okay.
And then there's the other ones like Kamen Rider, and they're like bug bikers essentially.
Okay.
So here's what happens. Saban gets an idea. He's going to take this show, Super Sentai. He's going to take the airing in Japan because they're wearing masks. Their mouths aren't on screen. So we can just dub over them. I can make my own story. And I can just sell it easy. Because they're going to make no licensing money on this. So I can be like, here's a potato and a nickel I found for licensing money. And they're like, yeah, fuck it, free money. You're like, we weren't going to do anything in America. Go ahead. And so he gets the rights to Super Sentai cheap. And he gets the props. And he gets like access to all this other stuff. And so he gets like American kids to, like teens with attitude to turn into the Power Rangers, and it's this big rebrand. So instead of them being like police officers or like I don't remember some of the other gimmicks of Super Sentai, they're just kids that turn into the Power Rangers.
Right.
So he gets this idea that this is going to be like the thing, and he's right. It blows up like hotcakes. But he starts to realize he fucked up strategically because I have done this and there are so many other shows that are doing this or that are available in Japan that others can do this too.
Right.
And so he panics for real. And he kind of like buys into other ones that maybe weren't going to be adapted very well. So I don't have the exact years, but the Power Rangers that we got were fairly recent when they started being converted.
Right.
So the iron or the steel or the metal ranger or the metal, whatever the question was. What was the question? What was it? I forget.
How Saban failed Metal Heroes.
Metal Heroes. So Metal Heroes, he tries to bring over pretty much, instead of taking it season by season from Japan and adapting it 1-to-1, he pretty much goes, fuck it. I will buy the rights to this series and 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 this series, one season.
Smashing them all together.
And so there's the storyline is completely, absolutely crazy because it's like these heroes it's called VR troopers. Okay. First of all, VR was just trendy. We're talking Virtual Boy era, right? Mm-hmm. So, turns out virtual reality, an alternate dimension. Super evil people there, and they'll steal your mind or whatever, okay? That's really boiling it down, but that's what it is. So there are three main characters. There's a girl, a guy, and another guy. They all turn into a red, I think a blue, and a green VR trooper, if I remember. They would put on this helmet, and then the mech suit would come over them, and they'd, fight the bad guys just like Power Rangers. Here's the deal. Those three suits were from three different shows, and all of the, shots that are, from the original series don't include the other two. So he has to reshoot most of the show to include the other two suits that are from other shows, and these shows are old. So occasionally he'll cut to, here's 90, 95, 96 film right next to 82 film. And it would cut back and forth. And so it's when it is using the original, it looks bad. And when it isn't using the original, it's bad. And they tried to make it this comedy family show where the main character, no, that's Kamen Rider. I forgot. That's a whole nother monster he fucked up. But VR Troopers, the story's not good. But how he fucked it up was he tried to panic buy the rights to everything and go, well, I'm going to use it as fast as I can so no one else has access to the rights to these so that they can flip it and do other things. Right. And so he just tried to and so it's crazy.
This sounds like a rabbit hole.
Dude, yeah. No, Tokusatsu is crazy. But that's my best understanding, and that's what I think happened. But you see how I'm also mixing it up. He asked about Metal Heroes, so he's asking specifically about VR Troopers. Dude, he fucked up Kamen Rider so bad. He fucked up Kamen Rider so crazily bad that Kamen Rider sued Saban for permanent damages to the brand and won. They are literally unable to be in America because of how bad Kamen Rider was. Kamen Rider, he somehow used less material. He used only two things. He used one series and a movie. But that movie was a crossover movie. So he's
crossover movies always suck.
Right. Crossover movies are already bad. But he's I'm going to try to shoehorn in 30 Kamen Riders. And he was just yeah, fuck it. Different Kamen Rider forms. Forms are cool. Goku gets forms. So our main character is going to just fuck around and have 30 forms. Please buy the toys. And this isn't a joke. I think I got this right. There's a character in the Kamen Rider show that was the inspiration for Furby. Furby, those toys.
Oh.
There's this character that's a duck-billed furry character, and it came out before Furby. I could be wrong. I wasn't alive when all this happened, but he inspired the Furbies I think his name was Furbus.
Oh, I see.
Kamen Rider Furbus, yeah.
Yeah.
You see that thing? And this is the structure of the Kamen Rider show in America. You are an alien, basically Superman. You are being sent to Earth to defend it. And you land in comedy sitcom family of people who just adopt people because they're trying to have a very fun family. So it's I believe two middle-aged people. It's a fatter white guy and an Asian lady, and they adopt all sorts of kids. So this kid comes down in a meteor and is in a bug suit, and they're yeah, fuck it, come on. They're just yeah, absolutely, you're a part of the family. And he's oh,
this sounds like that Bear movie.
Bear?
You remember what I'm talking about?
Cocaine Bear? Because it does sound like Cocaine Bear.
No, hold on.
Paddington Bear.
No, hold on. No, this isn't it.
Paddington 2.
No. Is it the Country Bears?
Mm-hmm. Where that kid gets adopted and he's a bear. Yes, bro, that movie's tight.
That was a dope movie, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. I don't
okay.
think. Maybe it is the Country Bear.
No, like, yeah, there's just
Country
a bear
Bears.
in the family. No, it's exactly like that. And, like, Furbus is just, like, also there. And, like, it's just bad. So, yeah, Saban just really... Also, here's what made him think he could do this, right? I'm going to blow your mind. Pull up the Power Rangers right now. Just type in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay? Cool. All right, go to... All right, go to images. Yeah, let's see if we can find one here. Cool, all right, go here. This was the original set. That's blue, yellow, green, red, pink, black. Those are all from the same original Japanese series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Go back. Try to find one with the White Ranger.
And I'll put all these... Yeah, I'll put all
See
these
the
up
White
on the
Ranger
screen.
right there? There he is. He is from a totally different series in Japan. But they slip him in because they need to start... They run out of all of the Japanese film footage they have.
Mm-hmm.
And so they start filming new footage. And instead of using the Green Ranger, they make the White Ranger, and everybody buys it. So to him, he's like, the Americans are dumb. I can just do what I want and blend whatever I want, and they are not going to complain. And he was wrong. So Saban ends up like really trying to sell to like early Disney before they had any influence. Didn't really work. He ended up selling to Hasbro, and I think
They've just fucked up Power Rangers since then.
no, I think they just kind of gave up. I think Hasbro's like, cool, we'll get the license money. I don't think we're gonna do any more projects. But there you go, Cthulhu. I have tried my best to explain that. I probably didn't do that too satisfactory.
That's okay. We tried. I
What, you don't think you're gonna watch Tokusatsu all of a sudden?
no.
Yeah, it sounds bad, right?
I had some other questions that I was thinking about asking you. I had
Cool.
some other stuff that I figured we could talk about.
I mean, you're in the Discord too, so
I am in the Discord.
you can ask what you can just,
Oh, well, that's true.
at Artie asks,
Yeah. This is a good one.
Okay.
If you could have any celebrity narrate your life, who would you choose and why?
My whole life, dude, I have a crazy life. So
I know.
I want to start out with saying it's got to be money.
What do you mean?
Is it cliche to just say Morgan Freeman at this point? He's the best. He is like, de facto God narrator to me.
I agree.
He's like the best. Him or I can't even think of like anyone that's anywhere close. Like maybe Samuel L. Jackson. He did a good job with that like Penguins movie when he was the narrator. He narrated so if you didn't know, Morgan Freeman did March of the Penguins, and there was like a parody film that was like not good, but because Samuel L. Jackson like narrated it, it's actually like completely salvageable. Is your Mac frozen?
No, I'm trying to get it to pull up the emojis.
Oh, lol.
I don't know how.
But
keep doing it, but I
who
don't
would
know.
you have narrate your life?
I don't know. Probably Adam Sandler.
That'd be good. He'd do good. He would get into character. You know who's not narrating my life? Michael Cole.
No. Cole is dumb.
Wow! Oh my God! There he is.
I don't know. I could just see Adam Sandler like as Billy Madison narrating my life. You know what I mean?
Not deeds. Not even like someone with like
it'd have to be
a brain.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Cool. Nah, man. These are good. Who's someone who you would like to narrate their life?
What do you mean?
Like, so you had to ask what celebrity would you like to narrate your life? Who do you think you could narrate their life well, if anyone? Like a celebrity.
like a celebrity
Yeah,
or
yeah,
just
yeah.
anybody?
As anybody, a celebrity, just to
I
make it.
think probably you.
What? Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude, hell yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I'd do it for you too, man. No worries.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd narrate for you, man. No worries. Did you get your emojis working?
No.
Were you trying to just get it on the screen,
Yeah.
on the little touch bar? Guys, Macs are so cool. As a PC guy, it is just. I will say, I to me, it looks like you were banging like a caveman trying to get your machine to work. So I don't know if I want that to be like our advertisement for Mac, but it looks nice and it feels nice.
Dude. The MacBooks and the universe that they make,
Yeah, yeah.
or not Mac, but Apple.
The ecosystem.
The ecosystem.
Yeah,
that's-
ecosystem. Yeah. No, dude, the Apple Watch is tight. I want an Apple Watch.
I have one, and
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Why? You're not cool, man. You got to start talking to it like James Bond.
There it is.
Got your emojis up?
Yeah.
Dude, let's go.
I was doing it on accident earlier.
And you were like, how did I do that?
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Where did it go?
Your questions?
No, the emoji thing. There it is. That's what I wanted. Okay. No, I'm putting a check mark every time we talk about something. I'm putting a check mark.
Oh, the check emoji.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it keeps going away. And I don't know why. Anyway,
Cool. No worries.
so I guess the next one would be, let's see. I have quite a few in here. If you were a kitchen appliance, what would you be and why?
Any kitchen appliance. I would like to be a food processor. I'd like to be a food processor because I feel like I'm less useful than a blender, but more useful than a blender. But you will not use me as much as a blender. You see what I'm saying? I'm like a very niche appliance that can do very well, but you're not going to use me.
But are you like a Ninja Bullet or are you like a Black and Decker?
I'm definitely. Ooh, let me think.
You know
Good
what
question.
I mean? Like, are you easy to use or?
No, I'm high end, high maintenance.
Oh,
Did you machine wash one of my blades?
you're right.
I'm not working. I'm locking the fuck up. The gears are bad. You gotta get the gears in right and make
And
sure
you
that it
costed
fits.
$500.
Right. I'm gonna be the McDonald's ice cream machines of kitchen appliances, and they're gonna have to send a real tech out to your house to repair it every time, and it still breaks. Homie doesn't know what's happening. You know, he's calling HQ. He's like, it should work, and that's me.
Hey, you guys put in the comments what a kitchen appliance you would be and a brief explanation as to why
I know
you would be
I know
that.
which one you're gonna be. Username bath toaster. Well,
Oh, a toast.
I think you're a toaster.
Yeah.
I think you have to be.
I think I
by
have
law.
to be. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's false advertisement.
Yeah.
But if you weren't a toaster, what would you be?
I think a Maytag fridge.
Valid.
Just
Whoa, that is an appliance, bro. Hold up. Can I be a salamander? Do you know what those are?
Those are animals.
Yes, but there's these things called salamanders. They are like essentially.
Only you would know this.
Yeah, no, for real, because I'm fat. They're like, okay, so it's got a tray, and it's got a metal tray, and then it's got essentially what is a fancy broiler, but it's super even. Like a super even broiler. And you just put it on the tray and move the tray up, and it just broils in a very specific way. I also break a lot and need maintenance.
That checks out though, because like you do need to be things in a certain way.
Yeah. Oh, could I be a pizzazz?
Is that?
You don't know what a pizzazz is? No. So a pizzazz
Is
is
it
like
make pizza?
yes, yeah. So no, dude. So it looks like, you know those old record players that look like a slice of cheese. Oh my god.
Sure.
So it's like a triangle, and you would put the record in, and it rotates the record around it, right? And most of the record is exposed.
Okay.
That's what a pizzazz is. It only cooks like 1/8 of the pizza, but the pizza is rotating underneath it.
Does it cook evenly?
It's bad.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I guess
So I can be a pizzazz.
could be.
I'm gonna change. I'm
It's
gonna
a
change.
kitchen appliance.
I'm gonna change my answer to a pizzazz.
Okay.
Pizzazz stocks just went crazy. Someone
You're
mentioned
right.
someone mentioned a pizzazz in 2025.
They said that looks cool. It's not conventional.
It's not good. Like you have to get the like super elite one that cooks at the bottom too, and then it's like at that point,
Just put it in the oven.
I have a pizza stone in the oven
Right.
and it's working.
You can blow on it with hot air with a fucking hair dryer, and I'll spin it.
Yeah, totally. And dude, absolutely. And we're gonna be okay. And then you'd probably get better cooked than pizzazz. I'm just gonna say that. Like there are some really good hair dryers out there. You know what I'm saying?
You fucking put the diffuser on it. Fucking.
You get the one with all the triangles and shit. And you get a special adapter one that looks like those little things they put on pizza.
It spins it for you and spreads the air out of it.
Dude,
So you just fucking hold the button, it spins it.
channels the air.
We've just come up with a new pizza maker, guys.
And
Check it out in the shop.
it adds volume to your hair.
Yes.
Now
doubles as a hair
the
dryer.
grease in your hair.
You just use it to slick that shit back. It will.
I'm gonna not lie to you.
Pizza
If somebody rolls up to me with pepperoni grease in their hair,
I'm running.
I'm leaving.
They win.
Yeah,
They win at life. They win at fights.
Yeah, no.
You can't argue with that person.
No, I'm
I
like,
want them for president.
yeah. I was gonna say I've realized I'm in a cartoon. You're the main character,
Right.
and I'm just not here. Like this isn't real anymore. Simulation confirmed. Pizza man, pizza hair guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle that.
Imagine smelling like pizza all the time. Like
I don't.
hot pepper. Anyway.
No. Do you like cold cuts? You know what I'm saying? Do you like cold pepperoni?
Yeah.
I like pepperoni. Pepperoni's probably my favorite pizza topping, but you're right. The smell of pepperoni is not good.
No.
But the taste of it's great.
Yes.
But
Here's one.
yeah.
If you could replace all the grass in the world with something else, what would it be?
Dark matter. We are
You
done.
wouldn't float.
No, it's the craziest amount of singularity.
Gravity no longer exists in a world.
It's a black hole. Like it's over.
Okay, well that one.
No, I'm just teasing. What about something like gold? What if gold grew? This superconductive. I mean, yes, yeah, sure, but like I mean, like from the ground. Like I could plant a what? No, listen to me. I'm gonna plant a seed, okay? You idiot. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the ground and I'm gonna water it. Don't say it does.
It does.
No, it doesn't. That's not how gold works. Do you think that's what the gold rush was? Everyone's trying to get the gold seeds?
No, I'm not. I don't. I mean, kind of.
And there's only 49. That's why they're 49ers. There's only 49 seeds, chat.
Yeah, like see, look, like how
That's what I'm going to tell my kids the gold rush was.
gold made.
Made?
Is formed in stars and then brought to Earth through supernova explosions.
I was
and
going to say
asteroid
that
impacts.
gold is like rare.
It says right here that gold can be grown like grass if you.
I mean, check it out. I said, wait, hold up. What would you do? What would you replace all the grass with?
Cotton candy.
Solid. Dude, do you know there's like that artificial grass that you can eat that's like in Easter baskets and shit? Have you ever had it? Am I eating plastic? Have I been eating? Chat, you gotta, chat, you gotta tell him this grass is real. He doesn't believe me. Google it right now so that I'm not crazy.
Well, technically, you can eat grass.
Like, yes, but not the fake grass in the Easter baskets.
Easter basket
Artificial.
edible Easter grass. Okay.
Yeah, look at this. So yeah. It looks like the stuff you put in Easter baskets, but you eat it. It's terrible. It tastes like plastic. You shouldn't eat it. I want to start there. Okay. That's what grass is now.
I still would mow it. I wouldn't eat it.
Oh, dude, it would smell bad. This artificial stuff tastes and smells terrible.
Okay.
It's so funny. You were like, grass is edible.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can eat it.
Gold is edible.
Won't you mold?
Gold.
Oh, you can grow gold. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, from a
With
seed.
a seed.
Yeah. So, of course it's edible.
Okay. What's the most ridiculous lie you've told to get out of something in your whole life?
So, okay. So, my father and I were driving, and we get pulled over. And I don't run it by him. I don't tell him what's going on. I go, like, full spurg out. Like, I start talking and ranting and raving, and just start talking about Pokemon, and I start talking about all this other stuff, and I start info dumping, and I just start really ranting and, like, getting excited and, like, getting, like, almost angry and, like, Dad, what's going on? What's going on? We need to go. And, like, the cop was like, license registration, we'll make this quick. And he was just like, yeah, it's a warning, go. And just, like, I went full on, like, absolute autism to the 9th degree. And I was just like, and I wouldn't even say that's a lie, but, like, that's not my normal capacity. Right. I definitely cranked it up. And the cop was just like, I don't know what an Arceus is. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Could Arceus beat Kirby? I don't know. I just, like, locked him up, and he just, like, he didn't know how to handle it, bro. My dad, to this day, doesn't let me talk around the police anymore.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he really thinks that, like, I have a bad, like, curse or something. Like, I'll just say something that will get him in trouble. Valid. There's a real story I'm about to tell. So, we were on our class field trip in elementary school to Fernbank. And so the way field trips used to work, at least for us, is like you would sign a permission slip, and the permission slip you would bring back with cash, essentially. Right. So you would bring back, and the cash would be to, like, eat out or, get treats or whatever, because you were going to go out to eat. But so they were like, minimum this amount, because this is what the meal will cost. And so, of course, my dad's a cheapskate. He sends the exact minimum, which I believe at the time was like $5. So I got a $5 bill. I thought I was balling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rolling through. We go to Fernbank. And then after, I don't know if, like, the owner of this diner, like, knew somebody at the school, but it was like, we were not supposed to be in this diner. This diner should not have, it wasn't, like, bad or a bad part of town. Like, literally, people were standing. There was not enough seats for us, the children, that we went to this diner. So we're all taking turns sitting down and eating. So that's the night, or the day we're having. And it gets to my turn. I order my meal. I pay. And, they're going through, and they check it. And there's a problem. The marker fails. I don't know this at the time. In hindsight, I can see I know what's happening. But at the kid, I'm like, whatever, it's $5. I got $5 from my dad, and that's what's going to pay for this meal. No big deal. So, turns out it was fake. It was a fake 5. So, guess who literally happened to be in this diner at the same time as all of us? The actual Secret Service.
That's crazy.
The actual Secret Service is in there, and I'm like a kid.
Wow.
And so, I don't know. They just, an actual Secret Service agent just happened to be in there, overheard that the money was fake, and walks over and's talking to them. I don't remember the talk because I'm a kid and I'm doing my other stuff. Here's what I remember. They pull me to the side and they're like, hey, where'd you get that money? I got that money from my dad. Really? You got it from your dad? What's your dad do? Context. I'm a very autistic child. Like, I can talk and I can pass now. As a kid, you knew. You fucking knew. I was autism. You know what I'm saying? And so there are some things that would happen where I didn't realize things that were said around the house and were repeated and were like a running joke. I didn't realize what a running joke was. I just thought people repeated things sometimes. And like, oh, okay, we all repeat stuff, I guess. That's what we're doing. We're the pattern, and we say the same thing, family.
Right.
So there are times where, like, here's a good one, right? They would be like, Idaho, Idaho, because, like, one of our family members from Idaho. I said that shit at church. Not okay. That's the, like, really, type shit I was on. So when I was younger, I asked my dad vehemently to explain what his job was. And also, simultaneously, could not understand what the hell an engine is. Okay? So he's a mechanic. So he's like, I work on machines and cars. How? Like, and so my dad doesn't have words. I love my father. He doesn't have the words to explain himself sometimes. And so he just went, here's what it is. I make the money around here, and that's what it is. And I go, okay, locked it in. That's what you do. They go, jump cut, Fernbank Diner. Hey, where'd you get his money? Got it from my dad. What's your dad do? He makes money. Oh, interesting. And I'm like, yeah. So they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, he makes the money. And they're like, huh? Okay.
What's his name?
Yeah. And I was like, John. What's his last name? Tell him our last name. And then they are like, the teacher's freaking out. Everybody's freaking out. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I ate my sandwich. You can't have the sandwich back. This came with a toy. I'm keeping the toy.
Right.
Just so you're aware, it's over. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that money's fake, but that is what we exchanged.
This is now you.
This is a you problem. This is not my problem. And I'm chilling. The whole class trip, they can't go anywhere. Because until my father shows up to this diner, everyone is being detained.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. That's how I remember it. Or at least that's how my dad has explained it to me since. But like, they were like, get here now. Right now. The cops were, the school was, because nobody was leaving essentially. My dad shows up. He's getting grilled. Absolutely grilled. I'm ecstatic. I figured out the Hot Wheels that came with my meal is color changing. I'm having a great time. There's condensation on the table that's cold. And there's some so I would just go into the cold and I would be like, holy shit. This is the best. It changes colors. I legitimately think we got like a McDonald's toy. For some reason, they had like a bunch of like Happy Meal toys at this diner. I do not know what the hell was going on, man. It was the craziest thing. So I leave. I don't get to finish the field trip. My dad takes me home. He's explaining. He's like, look, man, I'm a mechanic. This must have been it's a simple mistake, whatever. I get cash tips sometimes, blah, blah, blah. I don't know where this money came from. To me, it looked fine. I'm sorry. It happens. And they're like, well, your son says you make money. And he has to explain, I am not privy to this conversation, but he somehow convinces the police and the Secret Service that he is not, in fact, a master, counterfeiter. And they get to go back to the field trip and I get to go home. So absolute dub for me.
Right.
I'm up. I got the color changing car and
some food.
I got some food. I got to see some cool police badges. You know what I'm saying? This was a cool day. And to this day, because of that and the autism moment in the car, anytime there's a cop, we'll be in QT and a cop will go by and he'll run around to the aisle and be like, shut up. I'm like, all right, I'm a grown, I got it now. You gotta let me know.
Shut up.
And so I'm like, okay. But so that's probably the
pretty
Have I
interesting.
never told you that
No.
story? How have I never told you
I
that story?
don't know.
Dude, that's one of my favorite stories.
Oh. Have you ever had a moment where you thought only I could do this?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Math. 3rd grade. The teacher
There I
couldn't
was.
figure it out.
No, dude. You know what? Fuck it. I guess I'll tell this story. So, can I talk about our high school, or is that going to get us in trouble?
I wouldn't say a name.
Okay, cool. So where we went to we shared high school.
Right.
I transferred in from, let's just say, a much more prestigious high school.
Right.
Extremely so. Like, the science division for the regular people that went there came with college credits. You didn't get dual enrollment. You didn't have to sign up for dual enrollment. You got it. Because they had, like, labs and shit. So I was in that kind of chemistry. Like, reactive, experimental, like, real raw chemistry. That was my chemistry. So I was really into that science. And I go to our school where they are doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the sticks, chat. It's small. Legitimately, the school, I pulled up the floor plan. The school that we went to, can fit in my old school's gym. Have you ever been in their like giant gymnasium? Mm-hmm. No, just dead ass. It fits for real.
That's crazy. It's
crazy. They have a separate complex for their gym. There's a reason why they were state champs. Let's just say that. And that's also where I wrestled. But that's a whole nother story. So I come over here. I'm not going to say names or anything because I can't remember. But they're teaching stoichiometry. This is where you balance, your moles, and you make sure your reaction and all this other stuff, and it's an equation. I couldn't tell you how to do that shit right now. But I remember going, "You're doing this wrong," to the teacher. Because the teacher was like, "Do it like this." And I got a mark off on my test for everything. I failed because they were like, "You didn't do it like this." And I was like, "Correct," because I did it right.
Right.
And it became this big thing. And so they roll it up to the administration. And I have epilepsy, chat. I have autism. I'm in special needs. I'm not in special needs class, but in this school, if you have special needs, you go to the special needs administrator automatically. Me and the special needs administrator, we're like this.
Right.
Because I am like you and will say my mind, and that teachers don't know how to handle this. They don't know this level of uncomfortability where I just go, "Man, that was very dumb." Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd just be like,
that a lot.
I would just be like, "Oh, whoa, you messed that up."
Yeah.
Like, and I understand, like, I got it under control, but like, it's like they send me there and she's like, "So can you explain to me what's going on?" And I just go, "Yes." Literally Google any video on how to handle this equation and I'll wait. She pulls it up. You remember they had those little projectors on the whiteboards that were supposed to be smart or whatever? Mm-hmm. She pulls it up. They go, boom. I was like, "What's the problem?" I was like, "That's how I did it." She's like, "And?" I go, "Cool. Now go ask her how to do this." So they go talk to her. She goes, here's how you do it. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. No. That's not how you do it. He's right. And so, come to find out, chemistry teacher had been teaching just incorrect stoichiometry and passing people from her class for years over on some math that's just like not doing it at all. Like, just, this is nothing. You were just getting garbage numbers because it's a garbage equation.
What teacher was this? Don't say the name.
I can't tell you.
Was it the short, really skinny,
blonde,
had the bob?
Yep.
I love that teacher.
No, she's great.
She was an awesome teacher.
No, and like from this point on, she was like, "Oh, he's just a nerd," type shit. She was constantly like in and out because of babies, right? You remember that? Yeah, but like, so it's like, I understand, and the thing is to me, at the time, I was just like, "You're fucking up science," and that's a bigger sin than like my failure.
Right. Like,
you are, what is this? What is occurring? And like, from that point on, she didn't get mad. She was like, "Oh shit." Like, okay. And from that point on, she owned up to it to the point where she went, "Cool. he's going to teach you how to do this. And so I got up there, taught stoichiometry. I did that entire chapter, sat back down, had no more problems. But she was just, so it's like, hey, when you're going to handle it, she was like, okay, I'm wrong. But it's like, it had to be someone of like equal status or above her to go, no, you're doing this wrong. Because it's like, I was trying to explain, you got to think, I'm autistic, just new, transferred in from big prestigious school. Oh, of course I'm doing this wrong. Right. Yeah, whatever. You just don't want the F, loser.
Right.
But like, no, you're doing this wrong.
Right.
What was the question?
I don't even remember.
But that was good.
Have you ever had a moment where you thought only I could do this?
Yeah, that I really like in that moment felt like I was called to correct a problem.
I think I've had a moment like that.
If I can get nerdy, there are times in tournaments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you are like feeling yourself, and I'm in the same tournament, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna meet at some point.
Yeah.
And to get nerdy, I'll be like, all right, somebody's got to put Devin back in check, and it may be me.
It never happens though.
Yeah, sometimes.
No.
But what was that? What's up? You said you have a moment.
Back in school.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of times, which you knew me in high school.
Yeah.
I was very different than I am now.
I would use the word rapscallion. Genuinely.
I don't even know what that word means.
Like, so you weren't like a criminal, but like you were a problem.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was wild.
Yeah.
Reckless. And nobody could keep me in check.
Yeah.
I did what I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted, and said what I wanted to. Anytime.
Do you think we had so many classes together? Because I could just go, let's not do this right now. We don't have. We would already get to laughing. Like I would stop you early into like your shit.
Maybe there for a while until I calmed down.
Cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we shared a class with African American female teacher. It was math.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like we would.
That was the time that you.
No. Okay. All right. Go ahead. I hate this story.
We had a great time. It was a great time. So we were in this math class, and so Cody, like he said about 5-10 minutes ago, Cody has epilepsy. We didn't know this at the time. Well, let me rephrase.
Like I had epilepsy.
I knew this.
Yeah.
But the teachers in the school didn't know it because Cody hadn't had a problem with it in years.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in this class, and I'm talking to Cody, and then Cody's talking to this other teacher that we had in the class. It's like a parapro. I don't know what you call him. It was an extra teacher just because this class was rowdy.
Yeah.
So me and Cody sat at the front of the class. And we sat at the front of the class because this particular teacher that he's talking about, the lady teacher, she had this like, she was really cool. She would tell us if we didn't shut up, she was going to throw expo markers at our heads.
Real.
And then she did.
I've seen it. She's got good aim.
Yes,
she could
does.
plant that expo marker like an airstrike. Like precision is crazy.
So we're sitting up front, and I'm talking to everybody around me like I usually do. And next thing I know, Cody looks at me, he kind of reaches out and taps my desk. So I turn around, and Buddy's just staring. He's just staring at me, and I'm like, what? What do you want? What's up, buddy? You good? He was not good. He then fell out of his chair. No, you went to stand up.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You went to stand up. And I don't know where you thought you were going or if you knew you thought what you were doing. And next thing you know, he falls over, and this parapro teacher, catches his head before he hits the ground, luckily.
Yeah.
And Buddy just convulses.
I just have a seizure.
And I'm like...
Do you remember what I said? Because I remember saying something, and no one remembers me saying this, so I don't know if I, tried to trigger the phrase, but my mouth went, seizure, bud.
No, this was... I was getting to that.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
The parapro teacher, obviously he's smart, and I'm a smart ass, In the course of all this happening, as soon as he catches his head, the teacher goes, What's wrong with it?" And this is when Cody, I remember this. It was like life was there for 0.7 seconds.
Yeah,
you were just, and then like it wasn't.
Yeah,
Nobody was home, but you were there. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
I
I looked at you and I was like, I think he's having a seizure. And the teacher looks at me, and I've never, up until this point, I'd never heard a teacher cuss at school. I've never heard him do any, nothing crazy.
This is also, you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he goes, "No shit, Sherlock." And I was like, neat. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we should probably help him.
Yeah.
And so they called the teachers, and
This is a weird one because I usually have grand mal seizures, which means I'm not there. I have a full convulsion, and I am not sentient, and I don't come in for like a couple days. But this one was like a locked in one, and I was like, I was there the whole time.
Well, what's funny is like, I don't think they even. You were back before EMT showed up.
Literally,
you popped back up and you were like
seizure.
You stood up. You're like, "What happened?" And I was like, "You had a seizure, buddy. You've been drinking water?" No. Okay. And then you went to. We got to take you to the nurse, and you're like, "No, she's a bitch." And I was like, "Oh." Anyway, so I went back to talking to whoever I was talking to.
So, okay, then it wasn't this time. I had 2 seizures in that school. Almost three. But we got the third one under wraps. The big one that, like, it's crazy. That parapro was at both. I just want to say that. That's insane. He's got a blow dart. He's like, I don't want to teach today.
Yeah, right.
But, no, dude, during the first time I had a seizure as like someone who's here, I had seizures as like a child, like, and I don't remember them as a child. I remember like the days I had them. I remember just missing part of the days. You know what I'm saying? Like I went, oh, so I had a seizure, I guess. I don't remember it. But like I remember up into my seizure as an adult. So this is the first time I'm experiencing what we call the spells, which is like the feeling of like my pre-seizures. This is the stuff where I'll go, I need water. Right? I don't know this feeling yet. I'm like experiencing like what is essentially complete and total nerve death temporarily. Everything is like on fire, lit up, zappy, right? I turn to my neighbor. I don't know this person. I still don't know this person. No, I do know this person. They used to live across the street. Their sister rode the bus with us. She was super nice, but they lived a street down from Jake. And it was her younger brother, AJ. It's okay. I can't remember her name. Anyways, I remember going, like, looking at AJ and going, I have been drugged. And he was like, what? And the teacher goes, excuse me? And it's not the tall one. He's click-clacking away doing, parapro stuff. The main teacher goes, what? And I go, I think I've been drugged. And I stand up and I go, boom, full grand mal seizure right there. And at this point, the teachers, I'm getting secondhand reports, so I'm out. I don't remember the rest of this. But I'm getting secondhand accounts. Teacher goes, I think he's been drugged.
We're talking about the same teacher.
No, this is the history teacher on E-Hall. All the way at the end, short, stocky, like red in the face guy.
He was one that left to go.
Yeah. So he was a cool guy. He taught the hell out of some history. Let's just say it that way. And I scared the hell out of him. First day. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, AJ never came back to school, by the way. Because, check this out, I lock eyes with him the whole time. I'm having the full seizure, and I'm just lasered in. And it apparently ruined school. They had to pressure him to go to school. It's going to be fine. School's nothing. No one's going to bully you. It's not a problem. School's not scary. And I have a fucking demon possession right in front of him. And homie is like, I'm never going to school. You cannot take my dead body to school. We never see him again. But,
I can only imagine.
yeah. But no, this was the time, that was the first one I had at the school. That wasn't, the one I had with you wasn't the first one. That's why you knew about seizures, because I had the first one. I legitimately got a wallet put in my mouth. Let's start there, because it's the South. They don't know better. He was a doctor. The parapro was a doctor, so I'll just say doctor. Apparently, also caught my head on the tile floor, because that's E-Hall. Right? So I was like, oh, okay. So hold up. Homie saved my life twice. Let's just start there. I did not need 2 more concussions. Let's start with that and give him high praise. So he's off the hook for everything else. The wallet's not going in. I'm locking eyes and they're trying to get the wallet in. Wallet's not getting in. Homie has to take bread out of the wallet to get the wallet in my mouth. And so there's just money everywhere because he's and just crams it in. And I'm sitting there. So no wonder I wouldn't come back to school either. I'm just going to say that, But no, that's funny. But no, I remember going, I've been drugged. So it's like, because I couldn't control my cadence and it was like so unwell. It was also like, I remember the teacher was really grilling me. That is not appropriate. There is no context where you should be able to say that. And I go, you don't understand. And I stand up, have the seizure, and he goes, oh, I think he's been drugged. And it's one of my favorites. I remember waking up, by the way. Turns out, in the state of Georgia, an administrator needs to go with you if you go into the ambulance. So I can't see. When you come to after a seizure from me, like a full grand mal seizure, I can't see for a good little bit. So it's just, I understand what it means to be blind. My eyes are open and I am seeing nothing, right? And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And it's the special administrator, the special education administrator. She's like, you had a seizure. And I go, fuck. And she's like, yeah. yeah. And I was like, am I going to die? And she goes, no. And I was like, okay. And she's like, we're at the hospital though. I was like, oh, I had a seizure at the hospital? She's like, no, you were in school. And I was like, all right. And I just remember that conversation. And it's very funny to me because she's like, yeah. She was just like, yeah. She was like, yeah.
That's a proper
Do you know
response.
who I'm talking about?
Yes.
She's not with us anymore. Isn't that so sad?
Really?
Yeah, she had a knee surgery. Just a rudimentary knee surgery go wrong.
Dang.
Isn't that crazy? That can just happen. You just go in to get some like knee, like your knee's popping. You're going to take some stuff out and it goes sideways and you die.
I didn't know that.
I know, it's scary, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt all your but like.
No, that's funny. That's not.
No, you heard it. No, I'm just teasing. I get you, man.
I don't think I have other questions, but I don't think they're not going to top what else I have to ask. So,
Okay, yeah.
The TikTok ban. What everybody's been ranting and raving about.
Yeah.
So, what's your speculation on? And one thing we're not going to do on this podcast is talk politics about opinions, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what we will do is talk about things that the current administration.
We're gonna say names, yeah.
And we will say people's names. We'll say, I think what was it? Donald Trump signed 17 or 26.
It's crazy.
It was a crazy amount of executive orders the day he got in.
Here, real quick, I will say, generally, I have a no bummers rule. That's what I like to do for my media. Is I like to try to make anything I produce typically try its best to inspire happiness or a positivity in some way. So I understand just by us talking politics, this may be a bummer for some people. So if you guys want to scroll ahead, totally fine. We'll try to put a timestamp up or something.
The only reason I brought the whole politics thing up,
but no, I'm glad.
So the TikTok ban, he signed something stating
90 days, right?
They would extend 90 days till they find somebody to sell to.
Mm-hmm.
What is your speculation on who they sell to, or if they sell, if it gets just banned? What do you think?
I don't think it goes away permanently, personally. I think there's, it may blip away again like it did, maybe for a week or two, but I don't think it leaves permanently. Genuinely, I don't, just simply because I don't think there's a way, I don't think there's a world where Donald Trump used that platform so, say what you will, successfully, and he's going to let it fail. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he is going to try his best to get that. Whether it's like he proposed that like the U.S. government buy it.
Right.
I don't love that idea.
I do not.
I don't like that idea. But if that happens, it happens, and we'll have to see what that means. But I don't know. I personally have one dark horse candidate that I think could pull it off because they're looking for a big win right now.
Who?
Mr. Beast.
You think so?
Do you know his bio right now?
I know he's trying to.
In his bio on TikTok right now, it says CEO of TikTok. He's trying to buy it. I think, genuinely, if Mr. Beast and whatever label is propping him up get together with, I just had his name, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, I think together they may have a dynamite offer. Because I think they have an offer, Mr. Beast has an offer, with a bunch of other millionaires and billionaires. And Kevin O'Leary said 20 billion on the table. He said cash. And I don't think that's real. I just think he means liquid. Like, you know what I'm saying? This isn't a loan. This isn't going to be any, like an X purchase type thing. He's like, I think if they come together, if Kevin O'Leary just joins that pool with Mr. Beast, I think that's what occurs.
Do you think it's a whole buyout?
Yes. That's the only thing that... The thing is like, Donald Trump likes TikTok, but I believe he agrees with the law, because I believe it was originally proposed by him. He proposed the original idea, from what I understand. He was just like, TikTok's weird, because it's, it's being run by, a foreign agency, or a foreign government, essentially. And I think that's a little shady. So the thing is like, as much as it's brought him success, I do think that emotion still resides in him. So.
Okay. In the event that TikTok does get banned, what do you suspect will be the next up-and-coming platform that gets used?
I don't love this idea, but I think Instagram absorbs the gap.
You don't think YouTube Shorts will take it?
No. I love YouTube Shorts. I love YouTube. Have you scrolled for any long period of time on YouTube Shorts?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I love YouTube, and it has given me many of hours of entertainment. I eat all of my food while watching it, right? So it's not coming from a place of animosity what I'm about to say. YouTube Shorts is the worst, terribly programmed piece of garbage I've ever experienced.
He said he was gonna be nice.
No, chat. Let me get in on it, bro. I like YouTube, and I love this platform, and this may be cut for the YouTube edit. I don't know, but like, yeah, cool. YouTube Shorts will literally stop functioning if you swipe enough. I challenge you at home right now. Go to YouTube Shorts, and just like you were gonna, zone out and get on TikTok, try it one time. Because I had a problem when, like 2 years back, not even 2 years back, like a year back, I had a problem with TikTok. So I guess this may be outdated, but like, I was like, okay, I'm deleting TikTok. I will not reinstall it. And I'm just going to use YouTube Shorts. Because I really had a problem. I would use it a lot. I was constantly doing it. Like, I would like catch myself like about to fall asleep, waking up and going, like, I had a problem. And so I was like, okay, I'll go over to YouTube. If you scroll far enough, and it's not like a crazy, like an hour in, if you scroll enough on YouTube Shorts, it stops functioning. The stuff stops popping up. You eventually get to a point where you can't like anything. You can't get out of Shorts. I've tried this on my iPad. I've tried this on my phone. I tried this, hell, on the Roku. YouTube Shorts just breaks down and deteriorates after so many scrolls. This was like, 4 or 5 months ago, so I don't know if they fixed it. But another thing I would notice is the algorithm doesn't refresh. So I would get like the same string of like 10 videos. Like, it would be like video 1 through 10, and then I would, like, the next day, I would hop on YouTube Shorts, and it would be the same 10 videos in the same order. And I would be like, dude, I have seen all of this exactly in this order.
Right.
I do not need to see this again. Heck, these are coming up to me pre-liked and favorited. Or not favorited, liked, and like saved is what it's called in YouTube Shorts. So I was like you gotta know I've seen this. What is going on? So,
So do you think?
I mean, there's a world where they invest money and fix it.
Well, so there is an app, and it's called Neptune. I'm not gonna whatever.
Sure.
I'm not gonna plug it all the way, but
You tried it?
no, I'm on a waiting list for it. It's supposed to be very similar to TikTok. You can also go live, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm. It's private?
What do you mean?
Like, it's invite only?
No.
Okay.
It's just so it's a lot like TikTok, except the algorithm. It's not. They've tweaked the algorithm.
Oh, interesting.
To where, like, their whole slogan is like, I don't remember.
Cool.
It's just it's different.
You think it'll step up?
It might.
Cool. What do you? I mean, they seem to think that Lemonade is safe.
Lemonade got banned too.
Okay, I'm glad, because they seemed to really think that it would be safe for some reason.
No, Lemonade is owned by TikTok.
That's what I thought. I was like,
CapCut, Lemonade, and TikTok all got banned at the same time.
okay, that's what I thought. I'm just making sure I'm not crazy.
Do you think if TikTok is sold, that comes with the algorithm, or do you think it'll fuck it all up?
They've said they wouldn't sell the algorithm. So I'm going to say that they're going to stick to that. They probably wouldn't.
Okay. Well, speaking of TikTok,
yeah,
can we talk about the crazy shit that has been happening to you?
Absolutely.
You came back to streaming after, what, 4 years?
Years off.
And you just went live, play a Wii Fit, and it went crazy.
Went stupid. Yeah. Like, what do you want me to talk about? Just like what happened?
Yeah, tell me about the.
I have no clue, but I remember that first stream going, huh? Okay, so that can happen. I remember thinking I got my odd ones out, the odd one out first. I got my blip, but I don't know. I think people are looking for someone genuine right now.
Right.
Like, genuine and real, and I guess I provide that, and that's all I can really say, because, like, you've seen my lives.
Right.
It's like if we were playing a video game right now. Like, if me and you decided to play a game, that's how I behave.
Right.
It's not a show. Like, you're in my house playing Wii Fit with me, and I'm kind of funny sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good, but, like, I also think there's the aspect that, like, it wasn't until like day 3 that I added the Road to Wii Recovery tagline.
Right.
So the thing is that, like, we had the same level of, like, I don't want to say success, but like viewership and, steadiness those first 3 days too. And so I think people were like, there's, it's the aspect of like, why is the Nintendo Wii on my phone right now? I genuinely think my layout helped. I made it look like the Wii menu. I incorporated it, and I put work, blood, sweat, and tears into getting the Wii to look that good.
Right.
And it's paid off. It's to the point where people think I'm emulating because it looks that good. And this is a 2008 console. So the thing is, I think it's like this perfect storm of like presentation, nostalgia, and, genuineness. So it's like a genuine guy playing a game they love, and it looks nice.
Okay. So with that, do you have any plans for the future, like any long-term goals?
I do. I have one. And, I came to this realization on the phone with you. Something I'm inspired to do, is I want to make custom video game consoles. Because I'm such a diehard fan of limited edition consoles. Like, right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 limited edition consoles in my living room right in front of us. The Wii U, the Switch. Oh, I count 4. I'm sorry, I counted the Wii U twice because of the tablet. The PS3 and the other PS3 are limited edition, along with the 360 right there. So, there we go. But, like, I just like a system that isn't standard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm going to get into, like, 3D modeling and 3D printing. I know how to 3D print. You've seen all my prints. My prints are pretty impressive.
Right.
I'd say. So I'm going to try to get into like actually 3D modeling. And a goal I have is I want to make like a line of my consoles. Like, this is pie in a sky dream that I get to do where I'm going to be like Cody Console 8. What is, okay, it's coming. What is it? I announce it's a N64. What? Cody doesn't even like the N64. What's he going to do? You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff is something I really want to get to, where even if it's, even if they never sell, even if it doesn't go anywhere, I want them to be out. I want to create. And I didn't know that until like literally days ago.
Right.
Like these systems I love, I can also make them. Like, right. and it just, that didn't connect until like last night. That's where I want to go. Like, I'm still going to make content and I still want to stream, but like right now, that's what my brain's firing on.
Right.
And that's where I want to kind of go to. Like, not transition, but like that's an aspect I'm trying to open up.
Right.
And like, as a guy who has seen good limited edition consoles and bad limited edition consoles, I know what to do. I know what not to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I really think that's my passion project right now. I think it'll really go good. I've been testing it with some people, some markups I've done, some just random throw together stuff. And it's like, the first ones may start out with like, for example, I got a lot of Nintendo Wiis. The first ones may be, I get a custom wrap. I make it look nice. I make it look professional. That's not super hard to do. It's one of one autographed, boom. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I'm going to try to get better. Maybe better is not the right word, but I'm going to try to do different stuff every console. And I think that's going to be cool.
That'll be fun.
I think so too.
It's kind of all the questions I had for you.
Cool. Well, cheers, man. You said there were some dumb ones, man.
Yeah, there are some dumb ones.
You want to just rapid fire some dumb ones? Right at the end, I'll just like boom, bam, boom.
Yeah, and then I want to talk about the challenge that we have.
Please, yeah, let's.
You want to do that instead, or you want to wrap? We'll wrap.
We'll do some rapid fire. I think that's fun.
If you could swap lives with any cartoon character for a day, what would it be? Who would it be?
Any cartoon character.
Yeah.
Man. This is going to be surprisingly emotional, but I would love to be Garfield for a day because, Like, I know, like, no, but like for real, think about. We've had this discussion. You didn't realize the complexity that Garfield really does carry, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but like people don't realize that like everyone's like Garfield hates Mondays, and a lot of people will point to like that's leftover lasagna day because that's one comic, right? That's one explanation why he hates Mondays. But something that's throughout like all the Garfield comics is that Monday is typically the day that John works the latest. That's typically the day where John is out and isn't home a lot. Garfield doesn't hate Mondays. He loves John.
Right.
And to be a cat that's so loved that like the owner's like, yeah, fuck it, dude. My cat just loves lasagna to the point where I got to get him lasagna. I'm trying to be that loved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to be.
You want to be a little like lasagna.
Dude, that's going to be tight, bro.
And like a cat that loves lasagna.
Dude, that would be sick, bro.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever bought online late at night?
Rated R spinner WWE Championship belt. That was a dub, though. That was an absolute dub. Because of a shipping error, I also got sent the Winged Eagle belt. I reached out to WWE and I was like, hey, man, what do you want me to do about this? And they went, we already sent a replacement. Congratulations. And I got 2 belts for 1. So it was a bad decision, turned into a great decision.
If animals could talk, which species do you think would be the rudest?
Rudest. Ooh. Species. Just like the class of animal that would be the rudest.
No, you're
I bet
what animal?
Just animal, a rude animal. I bet we don't want to hear what cats are thinking. I bet we like cats. Barring Atari and Maui. Atari is my baby girl, and Maui is a special man that I love dearly. But like, I bet if you actually heard, if they had the ability to vocalize what they were thinking at any given moment, we would be like, whoa. Can we get this actual like killing machine out of my house, please? Like, if I'm going to the bathroom at 3 a.m. and I hear your jugular's exposed, I'm not going to know how to act. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tinkle. And like this chick that I have, my cat that I have, poured like, its gravy food into, and it doesn't, our cat is so dumb, literally. I love Atari, but she is stupid. And that's why we love her, right? So we have the cat box in her room. We got it for her because it's bigger, because the smaller ones, she'll get scared in there and leave in the middle of business, and business will also come with her sometimes. So we got a bigger one. And this was the design, right? It's got a door you go into, and then you go out the top. The reason why we got this is because she would track litter everywhere, right? And so the theory was, okay, we put these little pokies at the top so that it gets into the beams, all of the stuff falls through the grate back into the litter box. Great. Isn't that a wonderful theory? It's not super hard. We show her, we put her in there, and we're like, okay, you can't get back out the door because once it kicks open, it locks. So you gotta go through the top because that's how it's designed. And so we're like, okay, we're showing her and we're like, okay, go, she's going business and she's, once she's done, cool. I shake the treat jar and treat jar? Big brain. I'm out the hole on the top. I even used this to like clean my paws and I'm out. And I was like, babe, what are you talking about? Our cat's a genius. This is going to be fine. The next day we come home to business everywhere, all over the room, and we were like, what happened? And so like we watch her and turns out she forgot how doors work. She'll walk, it's a clear plexiglass door. She would walk, like bump it and go, I'm going to go poop on the bed. Not a problem. I'm sorry, I didn't know this was occupied. So this is the idiot, right? That I'm at 3 a.m. going tinkle for me, taking care of some Cody problems. at 3 a.m. because I got to drink more water than the average bear. And then this is the idiot that's going to go, hey, your jugular's out and I could fucking kill you. And I'm like, first of all, figure out how doors work and then come at me later, okay? What do you think? Cats?
I don't know if that's rude, though. I'll be honest. I don't know if that's rude.
That's rude.
I think... fish.
Whoa.
Here's why.
What does that sound like? Is that like someone screaming under the water?
I just think here because they fucking don't care.
Sure.
And they just
can they conversate? Are they smart enough or something? Does this it comes with the ability to
fish can talk.
Sure.
Fish can talk to each
They
other.
just gain full sentience. I'm with you.
No, fish can talk to each other.
Oh, like for real?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My bad.
They have to be. They have to be able to.
They throwing up fin signs.
You know, but how does a fish tell a shark not to eat it?
It gets eaten by the shark. I think.
No, not all of them. Like,
I mean,
what about the little
we
ones that swim on the side of the shark?
Well, they know.
No.
The shark's like, well, you know what? I'm not trying to get dirty, and homie trying to eat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think fish are all like pure instinct. Like, you know, like the horse standing up on its own right after being born. Like that part of animal. But that's all there is for fish.
I don't think so. I think fish can talk.
Okay, valid.
I think they can talk to each other.
I think you've seen too much Umbrella Academy and American Dad.
No, I think fish can talk to each other. But I think they would be rude because they look at you through the glass. Sure. And they're just like...
Some fish are assholes. And
they're like, why are you fucking staring at me?
Also, why am I here?
Yeah, like,
Can
why
I get
am
a stream?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just swimming around, getting in exercise.
Flakes can't be good.
And you're just going to fucking look at me, and then you're going to, feed me some fucking dandruff. Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Nah, bro. You know what? I would be crashing out if I got fed confetti. I wouldn't know how to act. I would not know how to act.
Easter grass.
There it is. These are great. Why were you going to cut these?
The last one I got before we talk about the challenges. What's one movie title that would describe your last week?
My last week. Man, that's one I'd have to think about. How about we come back to this while I process this externally? Because right now I have no like witty answers. I'm like so dumb right now. My brain's like, Avengers. And I'm like, no, what am I avenging? Like, my brain's like,
pizza rolls.
my brain's like, Sonic 3. That's your favorite movie right now. Say Sonic 3. Why am I? Sonic 3 means nothing. That's my life for the past week, Sonic 3. What does that mean?
An underdog coming forth and gaining.
Chat, hold up. The 2000s underdog movie actually cooked.
It did cook.
It cooked. What was his name? Homie from Game of Thrones. Tyrion Lannister. He was also the dwarf in Avengers Endgame. He is well decorated. He's got the beard.
I know who you're talking about. But I did not watch.
Man, I'm gonna feel so bad. He's like the most famous little person actor. Big name. Oh well. He was also an underdog. Yeah, this is what this is for. Please.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage was like the mad scientist in that movie, and his sidekick was Kronk. Like, yeah, so underdog. I'm gonna say underdog. Lock in an underdog.
Okay.
Underdog.
So that's the last question I got.
Cool.
I guess let's talk about this challenge. What do you have? We don't have to talk about the whole year. We can go over that next episode.
Sure.
But let's talk about the like the next month. So we're almost there.
Yeah.
So by the time you guys see the next episode, we will be a few days into the next challenge.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna do another episode. It's the 26th.
Oh, next that when you
first day.
when you see next episode. I thought you were saying this episode. I was like, what?
No, the first episode will be the first day of February.
So like episode 10 will be February. Understood. I'm with you.
So I think my next one is
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm
so excited.
I'm gonna be playing. What happened here? Okay.
He's gonna be playing through all the Pokemon games. I'm so excited. So excited. Because like you like Pokemon. He watched all the movies with me. You remember we were going through those movies?
Yeah, we watched them all.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh well, then okay. He enjoys Pokemon. I just don't think he's consumed enough of the games.
So we got Pokemon month. I'm gonna play. Which one am I gonna play first?
So you're gonna play? Yeah, let me pull it up.
I'm gonna go. Let's go Pikachu first.
Right. That's what we decided. Not TikTok being up. I don't currently have a problem. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So you're gonna do Let's Go Pikachu for your Gen 1. For Gen 2, you're gonna be playing Soul Silver, which is like critically acclaimed, probably the best Pokemon game we've ever gotten. Like people love it. So, if there's one to not dunk on, try to.
I'm excited to play all of them.
Dude, they're gonna be cool. Then you're gonna play Omega Ruby for Gen 3. Side tangent, you're gonna play Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. Those are probably gonna occupy the most of your time this month, by the way, because they can get really hard. That's the one where you steal your opponent's Pokemon we were talking about.
Right.
Then you're gonna play Shining Pearl. That's on the Switch. That's for Gen 4. Then you're gonna play White and White 2 for Gen 5. And then you're gonna play Pokemon Y for Gen 6. Ultra Sun for Gen 7, Pokemon Sword, Gen 8, Arceus if we get there, and then Scarlet. That's what we got on the docket. You may not get through all of them, but those are the ones that I showed him. I went like, okay, this Pokemon or this Pokemon with like
absolutely
the cover arts. I went A or B, and he was like, that one, and I was like, cool.
It'll be fun. He's gonna let me borrow some the consoles that come along with those.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him use my 3DS capture card. I have a GBA, like it's called a retro. No, it's a thing. It's like the Analog Pocket. That's what it's called. It's like a HDMI Game Boy. It's pretty sick, bro.
And so it'll be fun. I'm gonna play it on stream, play it on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok, of course.
This is when we're gonna do that like stream together thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited. I know I'm excited to capture all of the legendary Pokemon in all of the games.
Sick.
So, and I've never played through any Pokemon all the way through except for Sword and Shield.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting.
Sword and Shield's a good one though. You beat Leon?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Good on you.
Both times.
I think that actually, for real, floodgated our buddy Austin. I don't think Austin got past Leon.
No.
That's crazy. I know so many people who didn't beat Leon. So like, I just want to. If you do it right, yeah. No, I'm with you. But like.
So what's your next console that we're hating on because Cody is the Wii master?
So let's start with this, okay? We love each other. We're good friends. We're good buddies. If it is like death to me, we're gonna negotiate some sort of release system. But I am planning on playing entirely PS3 games for the month of February.
What's gonna be your first 3 games?
Whoa. I am interested in showing off. I'm going to look these up because I don't want to mess up their names. But I am interested in showing off the PlayStation Move hardware from the PS3. Simply because I think it will be the most non-jarring transition from Wii to PS3. Because they've got wands, they've got the lights, and it'll look nice. And dude, I'm gonna get the the XM player, the like PS3 menu thing for the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look nice. But let me look at some of these. I think there was one's called like Sports Champion. It's like Wii Sports, but like PS3. I think that's what it's called. Let me see. PS3 Move Games. Yeah. Yeah. Sports Champions is one. Probably some Just Dance. Those are always popular. Dude, there's so many games that are actually BioShock is compatible with.
That's wild.
That's BioShock Infinite is compatible with PlayStation 3 Move. Why?
I don't know. It was a bad game.
What? Infinite? We're fighting. Oh my god! Like my favorite series of all time. Dead Space sounds like a nightmare. Ooh, they've got bowling.
I'll cook you in bowling.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got me. Cool. So those are my three, I guess. Sports Championship. What was this bowling game called? I'll buy it. Hopefully it's not expensive. High Velocity Bowling and BioShock Infinite. Sounds fun.
Okay.
I'm
excited.
I think it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna get more. What are you doing?
Right.
Then I know this. There's gonna be like one guy who's gonna be like PlayStation Move. There's a PlayStation Move influencer.
It's gonna be interesting, and we're definitely gonna have to do some team streams and
Totally, bro.
play a lot of these games together. And even if the PlayStation doesn't work out, we're definitely gonna have to get together more to do some more Wii Sports because I think the chat loves.
Dude, that was good. No, they be asking me like, "Go Lab, when somebody else gonna come in?" Because the thing is like, also it's interesting because, I'm a little competitive, and the chat doesn't get to see that a lot.
Right.
So it's like, you get to see that aspect of like, okay, he's putting his money where his mouth is. He's been doing this for 28 days. Let's see if he got better. Spoiler. I've been playing these games my whole life and haven't gotten better. 28 days is going to change nothing.
Right.
You still cook me in bowling.
Yep.
And that was your first time playing?
Yep.
Literal hacks, guys. A guy actually has aimbot in bowling. Dude, I finally got the secret strike. Remember I was telling you that like
red dot.
The red dot where it pushed, I finally got it. For the first time in my life, I finally got it. So you better watch out.
We'll see. But all right, so I'm gonna plug my stuff, and then you can plug yours, and then
Cool. We'll get out of here.
I follow me on everything. It's RDA except for TikTok, and that is bathtoaster_X. I will be linking everything, link trees and all, in the description.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably have a button somewhere on the screen down there for it to take you to a link. I stream Fortnite now. Next month I'll be playing Pokemon. So come hang out, tell me your favorite Pokemon, and yeah, we'll go from there.
I got one question for you.
What?
We love Fortnite, right? I just played it myself. Right? I got to play, got to be Godzilla. How tight is this? Are you going to be like kind of like a breath of fresh air? You get a step away from Fortnite?
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's going to be good for you, I bet. I bet it's going to instill more love for that game for you.
I'm excited.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. So I'm legit Shadow 6 everywhere. That's YouTube, that's Twitch, that's on TikTok. Here's the deal. Chat. I'm kind of dumb. So I tried to change my name from Admiral Shadow 6 on Twitch to legit Shadow 6 to match up with TikTok because that was like succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot to change it from the word 6 is spelled out to the number 6. So it's still just spelled out on my Twitch. And Twitch has a hard rule that you can't change your name for 90 days right after you so I don't know. We may talk in March that this is corrected. But
right.
Yeah, that's where you guys can find me.
Alrighty. We'll get out of here. We'll see you guys next week. We will be ready to give you guys some more episodes. Like I said, I'll post this in the Discord.
Please, y'all gotta load us up with some questions. I know you guys got some good ones. Devin can't be asking me what, appliance and animal I'm gonna be forever. Those were good. I'm not grilling you.
Right.
But like y'all gotta hop in, help us out.
So I will We'll be here next week. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when we are posting things. And we'll see you next week.
I'm going to ask you guys to share it with one person you genuinely think might listen.
Absolutely.
And then, because, like, they don't have to subscribe. You don't have to, don't force it on all your friends. But, like, if one person's going to, like, oh, my God, my buddy Bobby's going to love these dumb stories. Like, let Bobby know. Let Bobby know about us, and we're chilling. So,
yes, sir.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, you guys saw the lore. GG's.
It was good.